Welcome.
Good morning. What is this? What is this? It's a morning show.
I know.
We should have got a catchy jingle or something, just ding, ding, ding. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday morning in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just thought, why not? Let's just jump on, talk toys, have an improv morning. Yeah. So, what's been going on, Scree?
Oh, not a lot, man. It's been quiet. As we discussed earlier. It's been like really quiet lately. So just been, I don't know, just doing the usual, doing the op shopping, doing the chilling, It's one of those things. It's like you said before, it's winter, everyone's rugged up, hidden inside, cold. But as we were saying, like it's one of those things where I feel like now should be like prime like toy hunting season. Like it's like kind of like missed opportunity here for us anyway. Like we don't have all these big toy shows or anything like that. So it's like, damn. So yeah, but yeah, no, man, just been doing my thing. What about you?
Very cool, dude. Yeah, same. We've got no toy conventions for a while. We've got what is it, Collect Fest coming up in a month for us, but I know for Melbourne it's next week. So I'm excited to see what Collect Fest is all about. It's been over a year now. They've been advertising this giant. It's not a toy convention. It's just a convention of all things collectibles. So really keen to see, hopefully, some people's videos of the Melbourne one before we have our one. I think Brisbane's before us as well.
Yeah, we're the last. Sydney's the last. Yeah, the last one in August.
Which sucks, but
yeah,
here's what it is. But yeah, cold weekend. People ain't doing much. No conventions, but I'm still kicking at the op shops.
Yep.
Not finding much. I found this. Well, my mother-in-law found this and saved it from the bins of obscurity.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, added where are we here? Not that one. Small Soldiers. You like this movie?
I do, man. I actually watched it like a couple months ago just to rewatch it. It's still really, really good, and it's a good movie for its time. Like the special effects and the animation in it is really good.
It was a movie perfect timing because it's what you pictured in your head for playing with your toys, or your toys coming alive when you're not paying attention to them or when you're asleep. Do you remember what they're called?
Hold on. Something Noughts? Is it something Noughts?
Garganauts.
Garganauts, that's it. Yeah. Damn. I was close.
But yeah, full perfectly clean. No mold whatsoever.
Gotta love that.
Yeah. And it was just going to go in the bin.
That's crazy.
Saved. Why not?
I should have grabbed it. Like we were speaking before about VHS tapes, and how about that Brum one I was telling you about? Good old Brum from like ABC.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch Brum. I was telling my wife about it. And she knew what it was, but yeah, tell us like how much is a Brum VHS tape? Like specific one, obviously, but
so like this, like I guess there's different color ones. So like there's like a red case, yellow case, green case. And a green case from 1994 literally just sold like a week ago, or even it was like a week ago for $500 on eBay and sold for $500. And then in May, the same one, same like the green case, sold for $550 in May.
$550 for
$550. I'm like, one, who's spending $500 on a VHS tape?
I know.
And two, like, why is it worth so much? Like, I don't know. And do you know what the funny thing is? Remember a while back, we were talking and I got the opportunity to go check out like 800 VHS tapes because the person was just going to throw them out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I threw Brum tapes out. I actually found one. I kept one because one was still good. But one was literally, $500. I'm pretty sure I threw one out. I'm like, no.
The $500 one? But it's like, even if it was like, a VHS tape would probably have 3 to 4 episodes maybe back then. And then like, are they episodes that like are not allowed to be played anymore for some reason or not released on DVD? Like who's going, I'm happy and comfortable with $500 for a VHS tape.
That's what I mean, man. It's like,
scary.
I haven't deep dived into it enough to see like why it was like you could be right. It could be something where a licensing thing happened, or they can't show it anymore, or yeah. But I'm just like $500 for a tape back in the '90s that it probably wasn't even that good. Like, it was Brum, like it was just a car driving around doing events. You know what I mean? Like, but well,
Good morning, Phil. How you going, buddy?
Phil. But yeah, so I've done a little thing. I've put one up. So I put one on eBay just for a little bit of a little bit of fun, just to see what attention
happens.
it grabbed. And I've put it up for $200, like mine for 200, and it's had so many likes and views on it, and like watch list on it. I'm like, this is, but it's also the power of social media, because the guy that did it, he posted on TikTok, and his video blew up, and everyone was like, I've got a yellow case. Is it worth anything? And like, you can't find comms for him because there is none. So it's like, what made it $500? So that's what might have to do that after the show. Just do like a deep dive and find out what actually happened to make that. Yeah, insane. I don't know, but
it's nuts.
Like I know, like there's horror VHS tapes that are worth a fair bit. Like I can understand that, because like there are some horror movies that are classics, and it's like they've released a certain cover, or they've done like a variant cover, and the variant cover's worth more. You can understand that. Like I can understand. Okay, cool. This is acceptable, but yeah, I don't know. An ABC kids show from the '90s, I never would thought it would hit like at least past $20.
I'm sure there is like a website or something that would tell you the most valuable, but again, that would be PAL release of that VHS as a change of its NTSC. But yeah, I picked up a couple of VHS tapes. I actually got these on a claim sale, just because I don't know, I just love the artwork, so I grabbed them. But James Bond,
good old James Bond, yeah. Is that an next rental? Oh, it is too. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. This is from North Richmond, Video Easy. But I just love, like, look at that artwork. Like, you won't see a poster like that anymore.
No, definitely not. That's so good.
For your eyes only. But along with that, I actually got probably my favorite James Bond movie from the like pre-Pierce Brosnan days.
Ooh, is that a three-piece as well?
No, it's just the poster.
No, I mean like the VHS. Oh, it's just the poster, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, North Richmond's Thunderball. It just had everything. It had everything in this movie, and it was I remember watching it a lot when I was a kid, so I was pretty excited for that. But check this one that found at a Vinnie's on a little hunt day about a week or so ago.
Yes, so, that's cool.
Incredible Hulk. It wasn't $10. It's like this sticker that it was actually $2. So
let's go. Let's do it. That's what you want to pay for it.
$2 is all right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Classic, cool artwork.
It's like yesterday I had to pass up on a VHS purchase because I don't know, I'm getting too many. And I was like, I have to pass it up. It was like a Bruce Lee collection, like all of his movies, and I'm like, I've got to pass it up. I just can't keep getting like bulk, because like on the VHS pickups and stuff, Dean, that I've been hunting for, and I've showed it off before. I've been hunting for Hercules, the Disney Hercules cartoon on VHS. Because I've had it, and it was full of mold, and I was devastated because I'm like, I can't keep it because full of mold. You don't want moldy stuff in your room.
No.
And the wife and I were out doing some op shopping last weekend, and she came up to me and she's like, big smile on her face. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I'm like, and she's like, I was gonna leave this for you to find, but I didn't want someone to pick it up. I'm like, that's a good idea. So she found me the Hercules. Yeah. And like I'm over the moon with it, man. Like, it's in absolutely great condition. Like, it's no perfect. No mold. The stickers are bright white. Like every sticker's on there. It's one thing I like about Disney. They have the top sticker. A lot of them have the top sticker.
Yeah.
And it also came with in the case. I can get it. The good old proof of purchase token.
Oh, cool. Was that like a get so many dollars to buy something else, or is it just like, hey, you bought it, so that's something cool you can keep?
No, I think you're right. I think proof of purchase token. Please keep in the future for video offers. Yeah, so it must be like like you said, like collect so many of these, and we have like it's probably like collect 100 and get $1 off. You know, so it's like, but yeah, I was so stoked to get it, man, and like just to get it in such great like condition, like that to me, like if there ever was a time to grade a VHS tape, I would grade this one, just so it's in such a great condition. And you gotta love Disney though; like they always market their stuff like limited release.
Yeah. They always do.
Like,
Opening the vault.
we're putting it back in the vault. It's like, no, get it back out of the vault and give it here. But I got a few other ones. I left them over the other side. I've got like the Flintstones. Viva Rock Vegas?
You grab them. I'm just going to answer Phil's question. Is the hot green tape? Nah, just a black one. But what's cool is the inside of the actual case. You get to see all the other cartoons that were out at the time.
That's cool.
Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and of course Hulk. Oh. Remember when they used to do like double-sided covers?
Yeah.
So you could choose what cover you want.
Choose what cover you want. Yeah. I'll show you. I don't have the ones I picked up, but I'll show you the Brum. That's the Brum.
God, it's so exciting, isn't it?
It's interesting, man. Like it's like, will this sell for like $200? That's the question.
Dang, and it's clean, I mean? Like mold free. Stickers are all good.
No, okay. So I did list this on eBay with the description. The sticker is a little bit off color.
Yeah. So,
but still mold free. Still mold free.
That's the main part. The glue they used on those stickers back in the day, they just start to break down now.
Yeah. There's a few VHS tapes you get, and the like you open up and the strips come off the tape. You're like, no. Yeah. But it's like, oh well, it's good. But yeah, like I said, I got to stop getting VHS tapes, man. I got so many. Like after that big haul of that, like that dude that had the 800 of them, and I literally threw out tubs and tubs because they weren't movies that were like you said, like you're like, oh, I keep ones for the cases for collectors because good displays. I kept those ones, but the other ones were more like documentaries and things that, whereas like no one's going to grab them for a collection. So I'm like, you know what? They're full of mold. Not going to deal with them. Yeah, I checked all of them. Yeah.
Like check them all for price. There wasn't like
not for price. No, there was too many of them. I think I had like, I would have easily had over 200.
Wow.
And like but like when I was going through them, like you could just taste that mold, like that, like you just go into your like some vintage antique shop, and it's like you get hit with that, stale musty smell. It's like, yeah, I can't keep doing this. I need a mask to put this on. It's no. But it was fun. It was fun adventure though.
Well, you remember the VHS tapes, like the turtle one, you've got the green VHS tape, but I remember one, Monsters Inc. had this really cool blue tape. Like the whole cartridge was just blue.
Wait, I've got Monsters Inc. here. Is it blue? I've never checked.
It should be. There was orange too. If it was a Nickelodeon, it'd be an orange VHS tape.
I've got Rugrats Nickelodeon, which is orange, which is really cool, and Red and Stimpy. Yeah, but I've never checked the Monsters Inc. Now, have you got one? Have you got one standing by? I want to grab one now.
I don't have one standing by.
Oh no, we're not prepared. It's an improv stream.
That's the whole point, I guess. I'm gonna go back to my my Small Soldiers VHS pickup.
Nice.
Because I also added in from the Small Soldiers. This is the second last figure from that toy line that I needed. So it's
so cool.
Freakenstein. So one of the good guys, the Gorgonites of this. This is what I always wanted. So I'm just down to Kip now, which is the one of the soldiers. He's the hardest to get. Like he's asking 200 easy on eBay. I don't know why. I don't know if he was like last figure limited run, but this guy's awesome. Like his hand here pops off, so it just comes away. Like his leg. Then he's got a hand for another leg. His foot is a hand.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. He's all like put together.
Pop that. That's where that hand goes. He does have a missing club, so that's kind of like his other arm. Like there's a button on the back.
Oh yeah, that's
Use
cool.
a button on the back to flick this club back and forth. So yeah, a Gorgonite added to the collection. Hello, Dino.
Hey, Dino. See, that's the first thing I did when I watched the Small Soldiers was like jump on the good old Facebook marketplace and the eBay and see like what the market was for these toys, because I knew, because like it's such a great show and we all grew up with it. It's like I knew they were going to be like pricey, and it's like, damn. I was like, no.
I've been holding off to get this one for so long. It's like it is one of the more pricier ones, but I found it for a pretty good price because he is missing his club. But all these hoses pop out and everything. There's just so much going on.
It's like, so cool though. It's such a cool detail on it though too.
I know. I don't know why they made his hand detachable from there. It just seems odd.
Look, maybe when it was in the packaging, maybe when it was on card.
Yeah, maybe. But his knife is just like mushed in. So.
Oh yeah. Like, is that molded in, or is that like you can take it out?
Yeah, it's molded in.
Oh yeah,
can't get that one out. So yeah, I was pretty pumped. So I got one left. So I'm actually working on a Small Soldiers episode now. A little bit of a toy history review thing for what I have in my collection. I find it also a good way to keep on top of what I need. Like, nice. What is it that I need? Not just the figures, but all the parts that go with it. But they're pricey, especially if you wanted to collect them on card. So.
Yeah. When I looked them up, I was like, wow, that's like I might not start that line. I might just leave that. I might just leave that line. They did re-releases?
No, haven't seen any re-releases. So you can actually get the like you would say Action Man G.I. Joe size, like 12-inch dolls, which are really they would match against what was in the movie. But then the Gorgonites would be 24 inches for some of the big ones. Like you can't get him. Yes, I can. He's huge, but
that's like I remember I saw online on like Instagram. So I think someone did like a custom case for one of them, and it's like it's the box from the movie and everything. Like it pulls the screen out so you can actually get the figure out and play with it.
Like this thing's huge.
That's massive.
It's the size of my head. So I've been hunting these for quite a while. You don't see them too much at cons, especially the Gorgonites. You always see like Archer and Chip, the main two, but yeah, he's a big boy.
So is that on the same like line series as the other one, or is that like different? Yeah, so it's the same. Yeah. Wow, he's a big boy. Look at that.
Yeah. I'd say like he's probably the biggest height wise, but there's even one that's wider.
Yeah, wow.
Like, he's thick. He's solid.
He's a solid one.
Yeah. I don't know what
that definitely would have come off card back in the day. Just would have just ripped off the shelf, just fall down and bang.
Yeah, no, they did come just in bubbles.
Yeah.
With the color. But yeah, I love my Small Soldiers. Got some good voice actors in the movie as well.
Like we said, it's such a good movie to watch still, and it was done so well. Like for back in, like when did it come out? 95, 96 was it? Or later?
That feels about right. 94 maybe. Let's have a look. Oh, there it is. God, how small they make it. 98. So
98. Yeah, for like 98, like it just you know what I mean? It didn't seem like a cheesy 90s like movie with the special effects. It actually looked really good how they did it. And it's like, damn.
Just give me 1 second.
Go for it. But yeah. That's what I when I was watching it, I was still amazed, like just to still be like, this is cool to watch. I wasn't like, oh man, this is like so hard to watch, it's cringe. I was like, but it's good. But I kind of want to. I don't know if it's accessible right now. I kind of want to see if that Monsters Inc. is a blue tape, because I would have looked at that and gone, do you have one there? Hold on, I think I'll go on. Give me 1 sec. I just
if I did it, half the place would fall down and just get all
Hold
out.
on. I think mine's over there. One sec. Everything just falls down. If you hear in the background, I'm sorry.
I know, right? There's heaps of those ones.
Typical. I was like looking. It's not there.
No. Yeah, mine is on the bottom of like 20. So she ain't coming down today. Oh, well. But check out this cool thing that I picked up. For me, plus my kid. Look at it. This is an Aquaman cosplay Trident. My kid does not look like that.
Are you showing off your Aquaman?
Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. This is the best
I'm so gonna look for this costume for Halloween.
For yourself, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
This
yourself.
thing's 49.2 inches long. And we just saw it at Casey's toy shop. And my wife's like, you have to get it. I didn't even care. She's like, you just have to get it.
It's so good though. It's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, you had to get it.
And it's still sitting there on the shelf from the first movie. Like the first Aquaman Jason Momoa movie. God, what year was that?
2020? No, I don't know.
I don't know. So much writing on these things.
There is now lately, yeah. Don't blame me for purchases. You have to blame somebody. It's gold. I didn't find Monsters Inc. I thought it was on the shelf there, but I did find the Ren and Stimpy, and like the sick orange. Stimpy. Yeah, so I got the that's the tape, and that's the.
Oh, I have such fond memories of Ren and Stimpy. Like it was a real cool cartoon, but it was also like gross.
And yeah,
watching it back these days, it's hard to watch.
It's very hard to watch, especially if you watch the edited versions. Like if you get them, they're very hard to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember when I was a kid, Ren and Stimpy for me was, you know how like you had your main kind of cards that you collected, like your cards.
Yeah. I had
for me it was Ren and Stimpy, because I remember I went to a comic book card swap meet and I won the door prize, which was like a mad big basket just full of like random cards. There's like Magic, X-Men, basketball, and Ren and Stimpy was in there. And I remember opening them up, and I got a few of these like translucent like Powdered Toast Man and Mr. Ed cards, and I'm like, oh, these are cool. Yeah. Oh, and then because I was only a kid, I got offered this. He come up to me, he's like, oh, I'll give you $80 for that card. I'm like, yeah, $80, done, sold. Done.
Money.
So I was like, I literally went to the after the comic book card swap meet, I went to the comic shop where the girl that ran it. He's like, yeah, bro, like for all the rest of the stuff, like the Magic boxes and that, I'll give you store credit. And I just remember buying like literally packets and packets of the Ren and Stimpy cards, and also like the X-Men cards, and sat there and opened them up and got like the whole set in like one day, just opening them up. And then I had a what do you call them? A scrapbook, like a scrapbook of just like all cutouts of Ren and Stimpy. I wish I still had that. That would be so sick to see today, but I don't.
That's so cool, man. I remember having a hacky sack. So it was a little hacky sack Ren and Stimpy, but it was a hairball. That was the whole concept of it.
That'd be cool.
Hacky sacks wasn't. We weren't playing hacky sacks in primary school.
You're just pegging them.
Throw them, yeah,
just pegging them at each other. I was like, hey, dodge this. Dodgeball. Our version of dodgeball. But yeah, no, I don't look, so I don't know. So I don't know. Is there much Ren and Stimpy stuff around? Do you see it much often?
You talking vintage? So
like, or just not new stuff, but like just like like vintage Ren and Stimpy, like OG.
When I was in Melbourne, there was a cabinet at Aaron's collectibles, and he had it was more stationary. So it was like Ren and Stimpy notepads with the pens and pencils, the eraser and the sharpener.
Yeah.
But there's a little bit. Like I've got where's mine?
I thought I had something of Ren and Stimpy. Like I think I might have a plushie somewhere of Stimpy, or
yeah, that's what I was just looking for.
Yeah, I think
he's not where I thought he was.
Hey?
Yeah, I have a Ren and Stimpy plushie. So
No. You did have one. I have it now.
Oh.
That's not what I've got. Remember that time I checked out your toy room?
Yep. I knew he was
Gone.
there. Oh no.
I remember too. I remember like when I was growing up, I always wanted like a cat and a dog. You know, like call them Ren and Stimpy. Until I worked out that like Ren was a Chihuahua. I'm like, yeah, hell no, I don't want a Chihuahua. I don't want a Chihuahua.
I think there was a long time where I didn't even know what they were. Like
I think a lot of people were like that. Like, are they supposed to be like a dog and a cat, or what are they? But what I guess what was it with Nickelodeon dog and cats? Like you had Cat Dog and you had like Ren and Stimpy.
Cat Dog I put on the other week.
Yeah.
For my little one to watch, and he was amazed. He just loved it.
He'll get to the point where he starts asking the questions like, how do they poop? How do they poop?
I don't know.
They'll start asking that question. I've got a big puppet plushie. It's like probably about this long. It's got like the little.
Thank you.
And I had one when I was a kid, and I remember finding it again recently when I was like doing the collection, and I got picked it up. I think I got it from like, Uncle T's, like one of his auctions. I think I got it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I must have that. I'm pretty sure I got it for a good price. Because I guess no one's, like searching for Nickelodeon stuff these days. And it's like things like that you can easily always just pick up and go, yep, I'm grabbing that. Because it's like, it means something to you, so you grab it.
Yeah.
That's always like.
It's the whole point of collecting, mate. For me,
100%.
My wife just brought me a drink. Check out the turtle cup.
Oh, it's sick. That's cool. That's massive.
It is. It is quite big. Like it's. Oh.
That's like I picked up some M&M cups like that. The ceramic. They're massive. They're then deep. I'm like, damn. Got them pretty good. I got them from garage sale.
Did you ever have those Looney Tune cups? You know the I think they were KFC.
The KFC guys?
All the Tasmanian Devil. That's him.
Those guys? Yeah. I remember, I had these for ages, man. And you saw them everywhere. Hey, like they're always in op shops. They're always like in someone's like cupboard sitting there. And I've got this one and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. We had a lot of them. We got rid of them. There's actually one thing we got rid of them when we were younger. Just because it took up so much room. But Wile E. Coyote was my favorite.
Yeah, that's so cool. Speaking of collecting stuff, while we're like going down memory lane, I picked up this over the weekend.
Possum
Magic book. This is a 2015 reissue, but this book came out in 1983, and one of the reasons why I picked this up is because this unlocked a core memory for me. Because I think I would have been year 2. So what age were we in year 2? What was that? I think probably about 7, 8.
Year 2.
Year 2.
Well, that would have been 10.
Or 10 was it? 10?
Yeah. Well,
don't you start kindergarten at like 5?
Yeah.
So you got year 1, year 2.
Yeah, 7, 8. Yep.
Yeah, 7, 8. So yeah, and this I remember it getting. Hey,
unless I was held back.
you repeated kindergarten, brother. You were still there. No, I remember this book, man. I remember this book, and one of the memories it unlocked for me was Lamingtons. It was the first time I ever tried a Lamington.
Oh, nice.
So for anyone who doesn't know this book, it's about a grandma possum that's magic, and she makes her granddaughter invisible to protect her from like all the harsh Australian animals. And it's got such cool art in it. It's
which is
really cool. And then she forgets the spell to turn her back. It's just got like that. Hey,
come closer.
So like that's the possum there, invisible.
Oh yeah, yep.
And they're all looking for her, and like, but the grandma possum remembers it's something to do with food to like break the spell. And yeah, because I remember the school having a picnic. Just trying to flick through. Yeah, here you go. A picnic. It's really hard because it's not really like bright colors.
No, but this was a core book for your childhood.
Core book for my childhood, and like it's just I remember all the food because it has like Vegemite sandwiches, pumpkin scones, Pavlova, and yeah, Lamingtons was the one thing I remember. That was the first time I ever tried a Lamington, and I always thought that was cool. Like just to remember the first time you ever tried something, like that's so common in your lifetime. But yeah, so I had to pick it up.
That's not even ours, are they? Lamingtons.
Nothing. What they're like.
New Zealand, are they?
New Zealand or something, I think. Yeah. So isn't Pavlova that too? Isn't Pavlova like New Zealand as well?
Yep.
Maybe these books from New Zealand. No, I think it's from South Australia. I think it's based in South Australia. But wasn't Lamingtons like a mistake? Isn't that like a thing I heard back, like that they tried to like the cooks accidentally added like different ingredients and they came up with the Lamington?
No idea on that one.
No idea. I don't know. This is not a cook. This is Huey's cooking show. We don't know.
Oh,
we don't know. Get out of here. But yeah, so, that's a sick book.
Yeah, nice, man. It's cool when you find something that does unlock that core memory. Phil, our resident Kiwi, will claim the Pavlova.
You can claim Pavlova. I love Pavlova.
I think it is.
Pavlova.
So I want to go back to was it last week or the week before? Was Supernova Gaming Comic-Con Expo, and there was a gentleman there who I wanted to meet. So I think it was last stream you and I were chatting that this bad boy was going to be there. Let me make him big. So Billy Zane, the Phantom, was actually going to be there. So I actually took my figure with me and just had a bit of fun getting a photo with Billy. Hey, it's Billy Zane.
Such a good photo. That's a good photo. That's a cool photo, though.
So it was a cool little experience with him because he was wearing he wears this little hat all the time. So he actually had that on and he had scarf on, everything. He's a very sophisticated dresser, and the guy in front of me was dressed as the Phantom. So he had his own homemade purple suit, and he also had a picture in a frame which was of him and Billy Zane years ago, and they reenacted that. So it was one of those pictures on pictures.
Yeah, wow.
So he took his scarf off, he took his hat off, and then when he finished that photo, he walked over to get the hat, and I said, "Oh, no hat, please." And he goes, "You don't want the hat?" He goes, "You've got a hat," and I'm like, and he goes, "But it's all shiny. It's gonna go off in the flash." He goes, "I'll put my glasses up there." So, like, oh, thanks, man. So then I go to him. I go, "Oh, can you hold this too?" Because you see in my hand, I got him to hold that Phantom figure.
Yeah,
as we call it. And he goes, "Oh, you want me to hold your doll too?" He was great. So that like smile in the photo is just me actually like laughing because he just said that. So
that's funny though. It's like, look at this guy come here, tell me not to wear my hat, and then hold his doll as well. Like,
he was having a great time. So yeah, I went and got an autograph with him as well, and I said to him, I showed him my ring that I had taken as well. So my Phantom ring, big chunk, just a massive chunk of metal. This thing. So
they are, aren't they? They're so cool.
I actually said, I said, "Can you just like hold my ring?" And he's like, "Oh, this is cool." And I said, "That's actually my ring from my childhood." And he goes, "Oh man, you must have been a big kid, because that ring is so huge."
Yeah.
He was actually really, really nice to meet and have a good chat with. Got some other things signed as well, so I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, so I was watching a YouTube channel the other day, and one of the guys is from Sydney, like Australia guy. They had that, you know how they have that like sort of that meet and greet in like a theater and all that, where they watch the Phantom and I was watching that and I was like, yeah, he just seems so cool, like to meet. Like he actually genuinely loves the fans when they remember his characters, like, you know, like someone from the Phantom or from Titanic or you know, it's super cool.
People had the shirts on from Zoolander.
Yeah, see, stuff like that, man. That's cool.
Really,
do you know actually what I would like to see them do another Phantom movie, but do it like a multiverse one, so it brings his character back. So he repraises his role as the Phantom.
All you'd have to do is literally have him as the dad.
Well, exactly, yeah, because it's like generation down generation.
Yeah, he passes it on to the next Phantom, and then it just turns into like a new style movie. But yeah,
it's like, does that go?
No, I was just going to say that. So I'm working on my Supernova video, so that's nearly done. A few more meet and greets and a few other cool things that were in there. I always like Supernova. Supernova's a cool casual day, and the fun thing I found this year was there was actually 4 vendors selling vintage toys. So lots of one that was from Collecticon that I knew. As soon as I started looking at their stuff, I'm like, hold on, I know this stuff. And the other ones I didn't. Obviously, prices on them, they just jack them up for these sort of cons.
Yeah.
But still, fun day. My wife came, my dad came, so it was good. It was good pumping around.
So that's what I mean. Like those kind of conventions are good, like this time of year, because like you can sort of walk around those busy halls, and you're not like a big, ball of sweat trying to navigate. Yeah, that's cool. That's crazy. But that Phantom ring, man, I love that Phantom ring. I remember having that as a kid as well, and I had the set, and I probably today would still have it if I didn't get my house like raided one day and got like broken into.
It came with something else, but was it 2 rings?
Two rings. So that's the death and the peace ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the little cross. Yeah. It comes as a 2-pack. You can actually get them. They're actually on eBay. I've been meaning to grab a set. You can get them like sealed in the little packets.
Yeah.
Because they would have just been like rack hangers. You know what I mean? Like just in the toy shop. But like, can you imagine like being a kid wearing that? It'd be like wearing a pair of knuckle dusters though.
Yeah.
It'd just be like this massive, this big thing, just clock someone in the face with it, and like I'm gonna try and leave that Phantom mark on your cheek.
That was the whole point of it, was to make that mark.
But you know what I mean? That's what 90s kids would have done. They would have got like the lighter on it, and they would have heated it up and like, come here, I'm gonna punch you like the sear on the face.
Brutal.
But yeah, no, the rings are so cool, and like I totally would wear one today. If I had one of those, I'd be wearing it like around. I'd get it resized, get it like stretched open a little bit so it can fit the finger. I'll have to suss out eBay after the show and see if I can get a set. They're so cool.
I doubt they'd be very expensive.
Like I said, like I just remember them being so heavy. Like they weren't a cheap. Like I've got a I'll go grab it because you like it too. Hold on, I'll go grab it.
Yeah, like this thing's not like, it's just a piece of crappy metal, but it's solid. Like you can't bend that with your fingers. Like this thing is solid as. But it's exactly what they'd wear.
Super cool, man. Like, so does it fit any of your fingers, like your pinky?
No, not well. Kinda, but I don't want to risk it.
It's like I get a phone call in 4 hours. I'm in the hospital. I'm trying to get this ring off my finger.
there's a thumbnail right there.
Yeah, that boob. So going down the line of rings.
What do you got?
A Green Lantern.
Oh, Green Lantern. What's his name? Hal
Jordan, whatever his name is. Yeah, and it's the same thing, man. Like this is a chunky, heavy, solid metal ring.
So what's this from? Where does this come from?
It's supposed to be the replica from the Ryan Reynolds movie.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern.
Yeah, so it's like a full Green Lantern on the bottom. But yeah, no, it's kind of like the Phantom ring, and so it's like that thick, solid, like what metal would you call that? Like, I don't know, it's just thick, but it's the same thing. It doesn't fit. It's as big as it is. It doesn't fit any.
Yeah, it looks huge. Does it
any
work?
fingers? As in, if I was the punchline, would it work? it lights up. No, I just thought that was cool. I don't know why I bought that. I bought that years and years ago, like before I even was like collecting.
Oh,
I just saw it one day on like an eBay or something, and I'm like, do you know what? I like that. I'm gonna get it. I think it was like $80 at the time. It comes in a cool little display case.
I actually like that. Is this something like a newsagent collection thing, or is this just a one-off?
I think it's just the one-off thing. I think it's just the what they
It's not
called like
numbered?
no, it's not numbered or nothing. I think it's just like a movie replica, like prop piece. You know, when you go on, you get like they make the fake movie replicas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just that. But I don't know if that's the actual ring he wore in the movie. If it looked like that.
Been a long time since that movie. Well,
I was talking with a friend the other day about that movie. I actually really liked that movie. I actually really enjoyed the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Green
like
Lantern's
as a movie by itself, with like, and I guess little context for me to know much about Green Lantern, I didn't mind it. I'm
like
looking. I know more about it now, and I look forward to seeing him in the new James Gunn movies, just
yeah.
because there's so much more Green Lantern can do.
That's it. That's my Yo, Shano.
Shanko, what's going on, buddy? Good morning.
Like Green Lantern's my favorite superhero in the DC universe.
Really?
Yeah, Green Lantern's I've even got a Green Lantern tattoo on my ankle, like the symbol.
Like the Ryan Reynolds, like that's when you started, or like from your childhood?
From childhood, Green Lantern's always been, because I love the color green, and I've always just gone green. You know, like, and I just love the fact that, you know, like, you can just use your imagination. This is what's happening. Morning. Welcome to this random improv stream.
That's it. We're just talking whatever pops into our brains.
We're just literally just grabbing things off the shelf and just talking. We're like super like cash.
Shanko's just got out of bed. Bit of a lazy morning. Well, I wish I could do that, mate, but my 3-year-old does not grant me that. Phil's saying I gave Toy Polloy a Transformers chunky ring when he was over. He almost couldn't take it off again. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
That's yeah.
It'd be an awkward way to end the cash out. Yeah, imagine like that on your finger and you're trying to go through customs or something. It's like, it's just my Phantom ring.
I can't take it off. And they're like, so why not, nerd?
I'm going to show something that I've been wanting for my Star Wars collection for goddamn ages, and I finally just bit the bullet and bought it. And it's this gigantic monster of a thing. Oh, I put it on my shoulder. So it's the Boba Fett throne room, which is the same as using it for the Jabba the Hutt throne room in my world display. So yeah, pretty big. I didn't realize this thing was so goddamn huge, and it's not.
It's just the packaging.
I'll take it for a walk. This is improv.
So is that new? Like, is that like, when did that come out?
It came out a few years ago.
Okay.
So that's it there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's actually not. It's not as big as they say, but it's not as big as a box because they put so much bloody packaging and everything in it. But yeah. Thank you, Shana.
That is cool.
Have you watched these boys all catching up over? I think Phil's episode just dropped. They're all picking up. It was good fun. But yeah. So here, we're talking books. And for anyone that's interested in Star Wars, I want to recommend a book. I have no affiliation to this besides someone else telling me this book was sick, and I was like, okay, I'll check it out. Did my research, and if you want a book that just covers like everything to do with Star Wars, like from the original figures, not that they
like Star Wars toys, not the Star Wars universe.
Star Wars toys, Star Wars, like all different. Just
it's actually really cool.
It's just pages of, where are they? There's Lego, die-cast, pops, plushies. Like, someone has gone to the effort, and I should credit them, but too bad. Like, everything. Like,
that's actually really sick.
It's 496 pages of just Star Wars everything. There's volume 2. So this is Super Collector's Wish book from 1977 to 2022. So I know there is a volume 3 coming out very soon.
Yeah, wow.
This thing's huge.
So what you do is you buy 2 of them, right? And then you get a magic marker and you circle everything that you've got, and so you know what you need. Checklist.
Right. If you wanted to do that, like, I didn't find it quickly then, but where are they? Where are you? Like, it's great for all the figures, like for now, up and like Star Wars did a lot of like reissues, just recolor, reissue. It's good to just pages of pops.
Yeah, there'd be so many pops, right? There'd be so many.
It's just
you always see Star Wars pops.
Yeah, so many little Macca's toys, Disney exclusives. So yeah, pretty cool book, and it also serves as like a price guide for 2022 as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I shrunk you.
I was like, I'm gone.
I'm gone.
Well, I'm not sure. Like we're in books.
Yeah.
So I've added something to my collection for the first time. For the first one in my collection, I've always been and ahhing about it, and I always love how comic books look in graded slabs. Absolutely love them, and I think they look sick. So I actually finally dropped some coin and got myself a graded Last Ronin comic.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and 9.8. That's a high number, man.
That's a very high number. Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, and I did it with this one.
What number is that?
So this is TMNT Last Ronin Lost Years number 5. So it's number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I just think they look.
On average, do they cost if you wanted a graded comic that you can never read or touch?
Well, it all depends. Like they're all over the shop. Like, say for instance, this guy here. Like, I don't mind saying because it's all over the internet anyway. This guy can go anywhere between $150 to $200. Do you know what I mean? So like, it's one of those markets. It's like cards. Comics are like cards. The market goes up and down. You know, the more people buy them, especially if like the grading's lower or higher. Like that 0.8, if that goes to a 10, that could easily add another couple $100, and even sometimes a couple $1,000 onto something. You know, so
this is one in my cheaper, but like you're never going to be able to touch it or read it. Doesn't that give you the shits?
No, because I've actually got this comic loose.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I didn't realize that because I've got a bunch of Last Ronin ones, and I didn't realize I've actually got this one loose. So I was like, even better score. But it kind of doesn't, like, even if I didn't have it, it wouldn't, because you can easily like digitally read them, or you can track it down and read the comic. But I just think they look amazing in the slabs.
Which is definitely not as fun reading digital. I tried the digital.
Yeah, same.
Probably 10 years ago, I started going, oh, it's easier. I can just download them and put them on my iPad. It's just not the same.
No, it's definitely not.
You might know the answer. I don't get any graded comic books, but Shanko's asking, isn't it super hard to get a 10? I think it's super hard to get a 10 in anything.
Yeah. With comic books, yeah, definitely. It's a lot. There, I don't know. It seems to be like they're a lot more picky, like the grading to what cards are. But yeah, I personally haven't seen many 10s in like decent comics. It's always been like high 9s or like low 7s. But yeah.
But even new stuff, like I know with Star Wars, people send in the shipper box, so they're actually opening it and taking it out of that and grading it. It's still not a 10.
Yeah,
like you'd have to just take it straight off the manufacturing floor, slide it into the box, and just not touch anything.
That's what I always say about grading stuff. It's always like, do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of, you get things that are great. Actually, I think I still have it, or I might not have it. I don't know if I gave it away. I had a graded Power Ranger card.
Okay.
No, I think I might have gave it away. I
did.
And it was a I think it was like an 8 point something, and it was like so off-centered. It was so bad. I'm like, how did that even get anything above a 2? Like, it was so bad. And I was like,
the card itself, the way they sealed it.
No, the card itself, like the picture on the card, like it had like a border, and it was like off-centered. I must have gave it away, damn it. And yeah, and it was just so, there was no way that would be graded any more than a 2. And it was like, man, that's insane. But like, I always think that the grading process. If that person's having a bad day, they would pick on anything, the smallest little like nick in the corner, and go, drop that 2 grades, drop that 2 grades. You know, my burrito was cold this morning, drop that 4 grades. See you later. You know, it's like, that's why you see a lot of people that do Pokemon gradings. They will rip open their like slab and go, I'm taking it somewhere else, getting a second grading. And sometimes they'll get a higher grading.
That's the whole, I guess, conversation that they have about grading. It's like, one, who made these companies, who regulates what they grade, and then they all grade slightly different. So, I'm expecting to see at Collect Fest a ton of, especially Pokemon and comic tables, especially a lot of graded stuff. So, I saw some at Supernova, like Pokemon cards, and there was nothing in these 3 glass cabinets that was under like $300. Like, it's just boomed so big.
Well, we're definitely going to see a lot, because like Whatnot's now just jumped on Collect Fest, so that's big with the cards and the comics and stuff, and a lot of graded things as well. So it's actually because we're going to see a lot. It's going to see a lot of graded.
Shanko's saying some companies are using AI to grade the cards now. So, and then that's just putting in the preferences that they want AI to find, and then letting it go and do its thing. So, each their own on any way that people collect. Grading, and that's not for me because I don't get to physically touch it and enjoy it. I do like to put some of my more like expensive and rare carded figures in like acrylic cases, just the clamshells, but locking them away, you can't do it.
That's
I want to play with it. Yeah.
See, I like to say with this kind of stuff, like as much as like you say, graded locks it in for good. At least with this, you can sort of, you know, slip the bottom out, take it out, touch it, feel it, do what you want to do. But I thought I'd just show that off, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to show that off, because I don't think I've ever shown this one off.
I don't think you have either.
Yeah.
And I'm not accustomed to that card back that often either, so it's quite nice to see the sort of black border.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And then on the back there, it's got all the...
Oh, too cool. Love those storage shell turtles.
I've had this for over a year. It would be a year too. So I've never actually, because I've had the loose guy.
We need a turtle episode, I think.
We definitely do. I think we need to, because the stuff because I was going through my room the other day and I'm like, man, that's been tucked away for 2 years and I forgot I even bought that. I was like, God, okay, we need to show that off. And like I said, like this thing here, like I've had this for 2 years. A year, and I've never actually showed off that I got a carded one. And I'm like, this is super sick. So I'm like, damn. Where do you guys get
my only? Where do you guys get your clamshells from? Someone asked me this the other day on a video as well. So I know there's a like, I think you can just do them off, like is it AliExpress or one of those if you want some sort of cheapy ones. In Australia, there's a place called Aussie Sci-Fi Collectibles, where they sell good clamshells, but I don't think like BF Displays actually sells clamshells, does he?
That's what I'm trying to think. I don't know if he does. I have to check that. But I get some of my clamshells from Mighty Ape.
Is that Australia or?
That's New Zealand. They're from New Zealand.
There you go, Phil.
But yeah, so from Mighty Ape. Hashtag not sponsored. Want to be.
Hashtag not sponsored. Gimme. That's my only carded turtle. So
yeah, April. Nice.
And I was just gifted this clamshell at a convention. They were like, "Do you need it?" And I was like, "Yep." I have one figure that needs to go in. So unpunched, 10 back April O'Neil.
That's nice. I like that.
I like the 10 backs because they're clean and simple.
Yeah.
So I keep it. 1988. She's
like,
a TV reporter and the #1 turtle fan. Ooh. I love her gun. A camcorder gun, wireless microphone, TMNT portable computer, Ninja Stars. She was born in the Valley. And age a young 25.
Hey, Shane, I've been doing the same thing actually, man. Like I always thought they were called clamshells as well, like because clam opens and closes, like clam.
Wait, did I just learn something too? I've been calling a crabble. Simpson episode. I've been making an ass out of myself.
unless like
I've been calling them clamshells because they clam together.
Yeah, they clamp like a clam. They clam together, right? I don't know now. That's a thing we have to check out and have a look.
This one's from zoloworld.com.
Okay.
ZOLO World.
Crab apple. Jane, are you doing all right, mate? You doing all right? There was some sad news over the last couple of days. Are you doing all right in the Simpsons universe?
That's got everyone confused.
It has, hasn't it? Like, if you watch the episode, it's yeah. Well, no spoilers, but anyway. But Shane, thoughts and prayers are with you, mate.
But it's like a future thing, isn't it?
No spoilers. That's what.
I haven't watched it.
What's the episode? Fake news. I know. Yeah. It's blown up though, hasn't it? Like it's crazy. When I saw it and I watched the episode, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. But yeah,
crab apple.
Yeah, but
somebody Google clamshell and tell me which one is the right way to say it because I have no idea now. I'm confused.
Well, that's like I literally thought that they're called clamshells. Clam. Clam.
Okay, so we're right. Yeah, it makes sense. I started
plastic clamshells.
When we got Disney Plus, I started The Simpsons from the very first episode. And I've been progressively watching it here and there over the years. So I'm up to season 16 now.
Are you okay?
I'm actually watching The Simpsons.
Yeah, wow.
Right. It does take its toll. Usually a couple of months off. I'm going to show you something that, and yes, 100% I bought for my child because he loves it.
Sure. Okay.
But I want to play with it. So the Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures. Look at this playset. So this whole toy line's like for little kids to play. He's got all the figures. And he loves Nubs. That's Nubs, that blue guy over there.
Oh yeah.
So this playset's huge. What is it? It's 20 inches high.
Oh wow.
Look. Now these are on mass clearance, as you could probably picture, at Maya.
Yep.
So they're like 70% off.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I was like, yeah, okay. And even when I picked it up, I'm like, is that price? And he's like, beep. No, it's actually cheaper. I'm like, hell's yeah. And they just had like a whole pallet of them. And that came out probably, 2-3 years ago? And they still had pallets of them just sitting there.
Yeah, wow.
So,
question though, do you think, like, see how that's box set, right? And it's for the little guy. And that's, when he's like, that's a box set when I was a kid. Do you think when he's our age, that box set will still be like, when a box set from when you were a kid, like a Star Wars box set from a play set, how like it's super sought after, it's rare, like, it's expensive. It's like, oh, this is the box set, put it in an acrylic case because I don't want to damage it. Do you think something like that for him in 40 years or 30 years would be the same?
Yeah, look, I don't know if it works the same like that anymore. Like, I think we had it great because we couldn't see everything. Like the internet just has so much visibility and so easy to get that. Do I think that particular item from a Star Wars Young Jedi Kids sort of show will be worth more? Probably not.
Yeah.
It might become a bit more obscure because nobody bought it because they were like, it's crap.
Yeah.
Or it's like it's kiddie, so no one's buying it now, and that's why there's so many just sitting there on the shelf.
Yeah.
I can't see it being something that's going to be like, wow. But then saying that, when you look at Star Wars from like the Ewoks perspective, there's play sets from the Ewoks toy line and that are quite sought after because nobody bought them back then.
Yeah.
So
and Shane's got a good point then too. Like back in the day, I guess there wasn't pallets and pallets of them really. They use the expression these days. It's like a toothpick now. They're everywhere, and there's thousands of them. So there's no like rarity to it either.
But like for Australia now, Star Wars primarily, they're not on hooks. No stores are like. I know there's Princess Leia's from the vintage collection sitting on hooks at our Big W, and they've been there for years. They just sit there. They drop in price. They go back to their normal. And I'm talking. This is a figure you can find at a tub at a convention for $5 now. And so no, they don't stock them anymore. No, I know of no toy shops that get in the new figures and put them on the hooks. Even Zing, like if I pre-order, I go in and I get them. You have a look at what's on the hook, and they don't even have them ones. So they're not getting in any more stock to go. Here's what was pre-ordered. Here what goes on the hook for the average Joe Blow who walks in the door. So, which is really, really sad. Like, if you're not online getting it, you just don't get it.
Well, that's like going into like big like supermarkets now, like Big W, Kmart. Their toy section is so like understocked. It's insane. Like there's not much that's out there. Like as in for like those type of figures, like your action figures, like you see the same thing, like you said, being sitting on the shelf for like the last 6 months. It's like, come on, like order something new. And like you see videos of people vlogging over in the States going to like what's a pop like Walmart or something, and their whole like a whole run of like Necker and like all these things, and they're like, oh, there's nothing here. I'm like, wait, what? Half that shelf is. Hey,
Dino, who was here earlier from Geek Strong, he does that. He goes into like Walmart and that, and it's like, we've got everything.
Yeah,
our Kmart's they're just destroyed. Like there's crap everywhere.
Yeah,
and stuff being broken and stolen. But I find they really only focus on those like the Big W toy sale now. It's like here's heaps of toys, not action figures, not that sort of stuff. You're only focusing on those like from what 3 to 7.
Yeah, it's a shame because you want to go in there, you want to look for the action figures, like get the wrestling figures.
What happened to movie figures?
Exactly. Like let's get it. Look, let's show off the movie figures.
Every movie came out with either good or dodgy figures.
Yeah.
Like doesn't need to be great, but it's sick.
You're right though. Like they just released the whole Jurassic Park line, but it's just it's just dinosaurs again. Yeah,
there's no people.
Yeah.
What are these dinosaurs eating? I know. I saw one of those dinosaurs, and I saw it in the magazine. It was huge. The size of it, and it must have been like the specific dinosaur from the new movie, but it was a monster. And I know people had to line up, like as soon as the door opened, go in and get it. They're just, those dinosaurs. They're beautifully looking, but and where are the people?
And then like I picked up this a while back too. I forgot to show off.
Who's that? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. It's Yondu.
Oh, Yondu. Yeah. I remember him.
Yeah. I haven't opened it yet because I don't. Me, I like to keep it sealed, but it's like I love bubble. So you can see through it. You can look at the figure still.
Where'd you get that X-Men? I had them as a kid. I think my younger brother was more into the X-Men movie ones, but it's a cool card.
It's very. I honestly don't know where I got it from. I honestly don't know.
Just turned up one day.
Just turned up in a random auction box that I must have bid it on back in the day on the good old Facebook auctions, and it's actually a really cool detailed figure, like all these little like markings. You can't pick it up, but it's a heavy boy too because it's got one of those. How like your Xena warrior princess one that spins around the pole. He's got that, so he's got like a it's like a chapel thing, like a church that sets up.
Yeah, nice. He's coming back. He's reprising that role in the new the new movie. Shanko saying there's no Scarlett Johansson figure. Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't seen any human figures. I've just seen dinosaurs. There's no actual like human figures. Like even with the
They did come out with like a separate release, didn't they? Where the figures were like 3 3/4 figures, and you could get Dr. Allen, and remember you could get Samuel Jackson, and he had his arm. You could take his arm off and put like a little rip bit like where it had eaten it.
Really?
That was cool. But that was like
cool.
that was like a period between the Jurassic Park dinosaurs coming out and no movie. So
yeah, like I guess they did release some figures with the new Superman movie coming out. Like that caused a little bit of strife because they released all these figures that they haven't even announced in the movie yet, and everyone's like, "Wait, what are these figures?" And it's like, "Wait, sorry, they're the ones in the movie, but we haven't actually announced that yet." So, I haven't seen many of them anymore. I haven't seen many of the Superman figures around.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, along with my Trident that I got for me and my little one, because he likes dressing up so much now, I was like, I'm going to get him the Superman. It's the one he doesn't have. So the Superman dress up is so effing lame.
Yeah,
and you get a cape. So the cape goes over your head, and then the symbol hangs there. So you've got to do your own shirt, your own pants.
yeah, wow.
And then you get this rubber. You just get this rubber piece of grey foam. I guess it's not rubber, but it's foam, and that's for you to bend. Like that's it.
That's a marketing genius right there. Like, what can we do? We can put a rubber bending a pole.
You Man of Steel. And I'm like, where's the goddamn whole suit? Oh, the whole suit. So, that was a bit disappointing.
I must be. I did see like a meme. It was like the Fantastic Four, and it had like the invisible woman, and it was just like a card. And there's no figure in it. It was like, oh, that's pretty funny.
Or a spaceship. Oh. You had some cards, didn't you? You were showing me some cards.
Oh yeah, I've been cracking open the Craniacs series 2.
Craniacs.
Yeah. So it's from the artist Joe. Is it Joe Cinco, the one that did Garbage Pail Kids?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Same artist that did that. So I've been cracking them open. Shout out to our Banter Toys for sending them over. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the not a professional card opener. So
I know they do it so tricky, don't they?
Yeah. It's like you got to kind of do it back, and it's cool because it's like there's a story. I won't get into the story, but like it's a story of between like two worlds, and like this one they speak a different language. And inside the packet actually comes like a card where you can actually translate what that says, like his name. So yeah, so
you have to work it out.
You have to work out what it's actually saying. It's got, and some of them actually have questions on the back, like what do you call? So like
what do you call it? Craniac dessert.
Yeah, and that's the answer there. And we got to work it out with the
that's fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've got a card. No, I don't. It's in the other pack, in the other pile. But yeah, but this just the artwork on these is incredible. Like it's so cool.
It is cool.
And like that's the
Xavier.
So see how it has the first lot has like the names, and then they're not the same names. It's like a parallel universe world.
Nice artwork, bro.
It's such cool artwork, eh? And what's really good about these is this set has redeem cards in it as well. So like you have chance to win like t-shirts, posters, skateboard decks.
What?
Yeah, and actually when they released Series 1, someone in Australia actually won a skateboard, and they actually they sent it over. They sent it to him. They honored it.
So where are you getting it from? Well, where can someone get these from?
So you get these from like a lot of card shops, places like Tech Zone, Geelong, Pop Culture have these in stock now too. I got these. These were gifted from Banter Toys to do opening and show them off.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but most card shops like Aussie Collectibles, you can get them from there. I don't think anything like EB has them yet. They could eventually get them, but if it's not Magic or if it's not all those other cards. eBay doesn't touch them.
Of course not.
Yeah, there was a skateboard redemption. Yeah. They've actually brought it back for Series 2, which is pretty cool. And in the pack, they got like guest artists to jump on board and do sketch cards. So this is a 1 of 1. So this is the only one of it. And like he's got the artist, and then like it's like the 1 of 1.
That's cool.
That's very cool. And there's some sick art, like the artists that jump on board with, like they do full, like the cards fully covered. And then in this series, they didn't do it in Series 1. They've done it in this series. There's like 40 stickers to collect. So I just made it look fancy by putting it in a case because I was bored before the show. I was like, I'll put it in a case just to make it look fancy.
It does look fancy.
It does look very fancy. But I love the colors of the stickers, man. The stickers, the colors just pop. Like they're super bright. But yeah, there's like like I said, there's all the stickers, some of the stickers there.
Nice.
And yeah, so like they got like a bunch of guest artists to jump on and do cards. I'll show it's like they've done like an ads on here. So see how it's like an ad, kind of like a commercial kind of one.
Oh, Budweiser.
But I think it's Boneweiser. See, it's Bone.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah. And then it's got like a list of like all the artists that jumped on board with it.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
You said earlier EB and that don't sell them.
I don't think they do just yet. They might do Craniac Series 1, but I haven't actually looked if there's gonna be some, bro. Definitely try.
Can always ask.
Yeah, exactly. Always ask the question. That's it.
Fun fact for EB right now. What's in my head is I asked the guy. So they're taking trade-ins now, cash or store credit for all generation back games, cartridge, and CD. So if you've got games that you can't get rid of yourself, take them in there. Oh, I wonder what the difference is when it comes to like CEX. Nowhere does DVDs anymore, which sucks.
Well, I think CEX has a different system than what EB Games does. Like, so EB Games would just give you a set price no matter what, if it's a cartridge, case, or whatever. I think they just give you a set price. Where CX, whatever it's called, has got like a system where it's got case, booklet, game, then it's got case, game, then game. Like they give you a different style of like how they want to trade it in. So, but yeah, I did see that. I did see EB Games is like storing a mad backlog of all old school,
and
like,
they actually
old games.
When I went to, I was just looking at like the Xbox and the 360s that they had on sale, even the PS2s, like. They're not outrageous prices asking you to buy like $8. So like, if you're looking for that game,
well, I think that they got consoles on there, like PS2 consoles, and even the pricing for them are not bad. Like for a 12-month warranty on them, for like $160 is still that's a decent price. Like you see them now, they're still going for that. Like people are trying to get like that 150. So it's definitely one of those ones where it's like not a bad idea. EB Games, like they're thinking.
These aren't as exciting, but I just wanted to shout out Tubbsy from Toy Box Collectibles 2.0. He gifted me all these cards.
Oh, nice.
More turtles.
More turtles.
Have you finished your set? Did you ever
get the set? No, so I never done the cartoon set. So I just did the movie one, 3 regions. So I did the Europe, America, and the Ireland one.
Oh, so you did all 3 of the
all
movie.
3 of those, yeah.
And look, there's even some Ghostbusters.
Ooh. I've actually had someone hit me up randomly, asking me if I had cards to help complete their set. And he sent me like a number listing of what he needed for the cartoons, and I had every single one he needed. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'll help you out.
There you go.
Because he's also collecting like I put them aside for him. The movie, the stickers.
Oh yeah, for the movie.
For the movie ones, the sticker set. So he didn't realize that they didn't come with them.
If I can help you out, because I've got that many, I think I'm only missing like 2. So,
like I said, I gave a heap away already. I was like, because I wasn't doing the set, so I just give a heap away.
Oh, you're not collecting the cartoon ones?
No. I've just got a bunch of them.
I got that many bunches of them.
Like I just have a box that's full of like random cards. Like I've got like the Phantom, the movie, the Phantom cards in there. I've got like, remember that Pamela Anderson movie, whatever her name is, that Barbed Wire. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I've got like cards of her. I've got like Disney cards. I'm just when I went through that phase at the start of collecting, when I just like grab all cards and just open up, 90s cards.
You're not selective. I just buy everything.
I just buy everything. Just see what I like. But yeah. While we're on to buying what we like, I surprised you the other day with my Where's Wally collection.
I know. I had no idea.
So I've been collecting Where's Wally, and a lot of the time it's mainly I've been collecting Where's Wally only in op shops. So I wasn't like going out of my way to try and find Where's Wally stuff. So you probably can see all the way down. No, don't worry about it. There, down the bottom there is like majority of my Where's Wally collection. So like I'm getting like puzzles, and I've get like the books, and so
game?
Hey,
the board game. I know there's a board game.
I've got a board game here. It's like a Scrabble type board game as well. There, got that one as well.
Okay.
Which also
a horrendous video game.
Is there really? Oh, is there really? I'm gonna have to try and track that one down then. But this was a funny purchase though, man. Because this was an eBay purchase. I think it was like $15. I thought it was the full size books because I was just like, oh yeah, I'll grab that. That looks fun. Like it's got the magnifying glass. And then when she bought it to me, because it was a pickup, and I'm like, wait, is this what it is? And she's like, yeah, didn't you read that? I'm like, no, I just bought it. I was like, because I was buying Humphrey B. Bear stuff off her as well. And I picked them up, but I actually just think these are really cool though. Like I was actually, because I've got the set of these, but I just thought this little small size was just something cool, something different,
It's just shrunken ones of the original, or they new?
Yeah, it is. That's all they are. Yeah, and it comes with your magnifying glass to try and find him.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so I thought that was a cool little accident pickup. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just your main books of the original Where's Wally's. But I've tried to, like, when I go op shopping, because you always see them in the book section. Like you always see them. Like I got one here to show off. Like you always see these guys.
Yeah.
In the book section, and like there's so many reprints. Like this one here, I think was 2019 reprint. 2017.
Nice. I always remember them in primary school. Little shits and circle them all.
Yeah. It's like, damn it.
You borrow it from the library, you're like, oh.
But I remember what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grab one from every year, just something to do when I see them in the op shops. Like if I've got this one already, I'll make sure it's not the year that I've got.
Okay.
So I've got 3 of the first one. I think I've got a 2000, 2017, 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, Scree saying, Shanko saying, did you guys get the Scholastics book club back at school? In the day, Wally was always in them. I
don't remember the book club. Can't read, so you don't need to read. You just look.
No, we had one at work probably 10 years ago, and I remember they had the pack of the Wally books in there. And you put your money in a little envelope and you put it in the box, and then a couple of weeks you get your Wally books.
Yeah, nice. But like one of the main things I'm always finding at the op shop is the puzzles. Like Where's Wally puzzles. Yeah. But I'm hitting up a few like friends overseas, and I want them to send me some Where's Waldo stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because like I didn't know. This is like I initially found out like a couple of weeks ago, and then as I watched Matt from Keep On Collecting, I watched his Where's Wally video from 2 years ago. That Wally has like 10 different names in 10 different countries. Like he's just no wonder he's hard to find, right? Because he's just changing his name.
That's because of immigration purposes, mate. Yeah. That's how he moves around.
Yeah. So I want to try and get like a full size book of this, but instead of saying Where's Wally, like Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
But I want to know, do you remember the cartoon back in the 90s? The Where's Wally cartoon?
Yes.
So I want to know if that theme song says "Where's Waldo?" If it was in America, or did it say Wally? Did they change the theme song to be like where's Waldo? You know?
I think it was Waldo, but I remember I'm sure as a kid I just thought that's how they pronounced it.
Yeah.
And
Or when you listen to the song now, it says Wally for us. That's what I'm saying. If they went to the States, was it, you know? But yeah, that was a cool little accidental pickup.
That's fun.
It's cool. That's what I like about it. And it's one of those things where Where's Wally stuff's everywhere. You go to op shop, you're bound to find a Where's Wally book or a puzzle. And like you said, like my collection just came out of nowhere. And that was just me over time, just grabbing bits and pieces and like just picking up. And there's action figures that I want to try and get, but I think they're overseas. They're Waldo ones, so I don't think we ever saw Where's Wally figures here. There is a new one though. Matt showcases one on his channel.
Hey? Maybe they were Bendums.
Yeah, they were Bendums, but I haven't seen, like when I was looking, I didn't see any Where's Wally Bendums. I just saw Where's Waldo.
Where's Waldo Bendums? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. No.
You sure? Yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely a collection that's grown just out of nowhere by accident, like just picking up all the random stuff here and there. Just like, I'll grab a Where's Wally book, and then like I was telling you off stream, I got stung. Oh, an op shot stung. Like I literally paid $3 for a Where's Wally book. And I was like, no, I didn't mean. I just had a pile of stuff and I paid for it. I'm like, wait, those VHSs were $1. How much did I pay for those books? And I saw the little tag. I didn't see the tag. It was like a tiny little tag, and it said $3. I'm like, no.
Oh, books are 50 cents to $1.
Oh, it should be. It should be.
Op shops are just spending so much time Googling and eBaying, and I don't even know if they know how to use it probably, because sometimes you find things on there and it's just that's the eBay price.
Yeah,
definitely not the sales price, but it's just it's horrible.
But it's funny. It's funny though, man, because you see things like I think I told this story before, like an op shop I went into and they had a Star Wars figure, and it was like one of those kid places, like those kid version ones, like that play set.
Yeah,
and it was still in the packaging, and the packaging was beat up, and they had like there was like $10 or $12 on it. And I'm like, man, that should be like $5 for the kid, or like a couple of dollars. But then they had a 1980s Humphrey B. Bear backpack for $3. And it's like, wait, that's worth more than the Star Wars figure. It's just because they see Star Wars, it's in packaging, and obviously they've scanned it or haven't scanned and gone, oh, that's worth something. And then, I saw a pop figure, like a K-pop character, and the box was destroyed. Like the box was damaged, it was gone. Like for any collector that collects pops, they would have gone, that box is like, the value's gone. And it had $40 on it.
What?
And I was like, huh? And like, because with like Funko, you got like your in-app scanner, you can scan them and get your eBay pricing. It was literally a $5 pop. It was literally, the market was $5. So I don't know how they got a $40 price tag on a pop in that condition. I'm all for going to op shops and supporting and doing that, but I will not spend $40 on a pop. No way.
Op shop's supposed to be the place to go and get something that you can't afford new,
or things that aren't around anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like someone's had it in their collection and now they've sent it off to the op shop for someone to grab a little bargain or to enjoy as well in their collection.
That's the thing. Yeah, they're donating them for free. So any cent made is good.
Yeah, that's why I love going to my local recycle center, because they literally are like, you can get things for like $2, $1, and it's like, wait, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, it's just they don't pay for it because it's all coming from the tip. You know what I mean? Like it's all recycled stuff.
Getting anything is better than just going to landfill.
Exactly. So yeah, but speaking of pop, man, we got some segues happening in this show. It's good today. Do you want to talk about this guy?
Oh, that's the live actual size of him, isn't it?
It's the scale.
It is the scale.
But yeah, man, what do you think of, like, we were talking before, and I know we both haven't watched the trailer all the way through, but what you saw of the trailer, what do you think so far?
Yeah, I was a bit 50-50 with it.
Yeah.
It it definitely looked like a Traumaville production movie.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not sure. Like, is he actually what a supersized, monstrous? Um, I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's weird, eh? Like, I think we might have to go watch the trailer and talk about it on another show, just because we like haven't watched the full trailer. But
But
I
him
feel
as a
like,
pop is pretty cool.
yeah, I feel like this movie really would have benefited from if they did it that bright color, that sort of stupid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, just
More like
made
the
up.
cartoon.
Yeah, like they didn't have to go like a full serious, make him look gross, and like if they just didn't, like, like, yeah, it still would have paid off really well, I reckon. But they just go too, like, all right, we need to make it. If this happened in real life, what would it look like? And it's like, nah, they just got to
Yeah, like
sometimes just get what the fans want.
I would have enjoyed the cartoon version as well. Yeah, that I don't know if I would have looked too much green, but like even if you did like one with like a turtle's fake suit, that would be awesome. Like a
That's,
90s.
that's what I mean. Like some like in the '90s feel of it. You know what I mean? Like a full suit, and it's just, yeah, something cool.
Because I think
So,
Ryan Reynolds is still making a Biker Mice from Mars movie.
like a live action.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was doing a cartoon, so he's actually doing a live action.
Oh no, it might be a cartoon then.
Okay, it'd be
Yeah,
pretty cool to see a live action though.
that would be pretty cool because you could just
That
see
would,
July, the actual mouses.
yeah.
What's going up, Tommy? What's
Yo,
happening, mate?
Tommy. But even like they wouldn't even have to, like, even it'd be sick to see a live action, but a similar, like, costume, like they did costumes and stuff. It didn't have to be like CGI, like a cool, like, yeah, that'd be cool to see.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if it'd work with the mice.
Well, they did they look pretty cool in that Tank Girl, like the kangaroos, and they're pretty close to mice. Just cut the ears off a bit.
That's
They
true.
they look pretty cool in Tank Girl back in the '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everything that I sort of improvly grabbed.
Yeah, I think so too, man. Like that's what I grabbed as well. I'm like, okay, that's all I grabbed. We've been grabbing other stuff off the shelf and being like, yeah, we'll show this. That's what we get for a Sunday morning improv stream.
That's it.
Where it's just like, hey,
we've been an hour and a half.
have we really?
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we have too. Wow, see what I mean? Like this improv, just chatting, chilling, talking toys. Well, if you want, man, we can easily just call it there. We can say what we've got coming up, and we can call it there.
Well, what do we have coming up?
We have a proper episode of the Dean and Scree show coming up. We have that one next month coming up. So be sure to check out some socials for that. Make sure you subscribe here on this channel because updates to follow.
Thank you. Yeah, no, that'll be a fun one coming up. We've got a special guest as well coming. I think we've got next sort of like 3 months of like guests and ideas already.
I know. I can't believe we're actually like, got so many shows actually in the works, ready to go. And it's like, whoa.
That's it. Yeah, no collection, no collecticons or anything like that. Sarah and I are looking to go to Melbourne for the Monster Toy Convention. So that'll be happening. There's Collect Fest, which is occurring, which I said at the start of the stream. Really keen to see what that is all about. And what else is going on? Anything else? I'm working on a few videos, so there'll be a few videos dropping here and there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think if depending on what we do for Collect Fest, I might check out the next Collect Con in Newcastle just to see a bit different. But you're right there. There's not much here, is there?
You can do Collect Fest on Saturday and then Collect a Con Newcastle on the Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Depending on, like, because Collect Fest, it is like the first one. We kind of don't know what we're expecting, so we're like, we could do it in one day and be like, oh, that was awesome. Like, my little heart's full, you know, like I don't need to see more. Or we could be like, I need to see more. So we go back the second day. So depending on,
it's never full.
That's it. It's never full. It's always empty. You always need that itch. I don't know if I want to check out. This is not me being mean to other creators, but I don't know if I want to check out Collect Fest vlogs before I go to the Sydney one. I don't know if I want to, you know, like I want to have that Christmas Day experience where it's for the first time seeing it, you know. So I don't know.
It'll be hard to not watch.
It definitely would be hard. Yeah.
Like you said, I don't know what to expect. So I'm not like I usually with like toy conventions. I'm like, save up money. We're gonna find some toys, add them in the collection. I don't know what I'm gonna see or find here. Is there even vintage toys? Is it not about that? I don't know. Just don't know.
Exactly. That's like I was saying before to you. Like, that's why I'm going. I'm going in with the mindset like I'm going to like PAX Australia. So anyone who knows what PAX is, like a big gaming convention. It's just like a full weekend of cool stuff. And like obviously Collecticon, you go there to buy toys. I'm kind of looking at Collect Fest as a PAX style. Just going to go in there, check out what they've got, like have a look, because there's going to be a lot of showcasing, a lot of like big companies there, and of course there's going to be like tons of stuff to buy, but I'm more just going to go see like the volume of things. And it would be cool to see them like go to the Melbourne one, because as they say, Melbourne looks like it's going to be the biggest. Like with any toy festival con, Melbourne is always like the queen of all, you know, collecting. So I think if we lived in Melbourne, I think we wouldn't have this behind us. We would have like trash cans and we would broke a brick wall because we would just be spending money. But so I'm excited to see what Sydney has. But yeah, I reckon definitely Melbourne would be amazing. So when's that big one you're going to? When's that one on?
That's August 3rd.
Oh wow, okay, so that's close as well. So
yeah, so it's a month away.
I feel like every time I look online, Melbourne always has like a toy fair happening. I'm like, man, I just want a toy fair. Like I just want an actual like just a vintage toy fair like you see online where they have anything from 2000 down. That's it. Nothing new, just 2000 down, like 2000 back. You know.
So I think this is like 400 plus tables.
Yeah, wow.
It's a different location than the normal toy fairs they have in Melbourne. So yeah, this is
what's Collecticon in Penrith? Is that 300 tables?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's gonna be massive. Even like Collecticon's massive.
And I found this is very much focused to toys. So while other conventions are collectibles, this one is particularly focused to toys. So I know like toy sellers from New South Wales, they're driving down. Like they're getting toy sellers from interstate across Australia all converging on Melbourne for that one weekend. It's going to be just insanely cool.
That's what I want here. Like I want to hear like not like here in Newcastle, but like here of Sydney, just a toy fest, like a toy one, just purely toys. Just it'd be cool.
But look, it's Billy Zane.
Good old Billy Zane. I mean, that would have been so cool. Like that would have been one of those things where you would have been nervous to go up to him and even say hello.
Like I don't get nervous with him anymore. People have always said that. Like my dad and my wife have always said that I've never been too starstruck. So with that note, we will wrap it up for this morning's Improv Toy Talk, whatever. Hope you enjoyed it. We did. Thanks for hanging out. Those that are still here and anyone that is going to be watching them in the future, go check out Scree on Instagram, and he's on YouTube occasionally. Occasionally he pops up. That'll do us. Go enjoy your morning. What's left, guys, and have a nice weekend. That'll do us. Ciao, fellas.